What?
No, mate.
You alright?
Yeah.
Not really, no, why?
Are you guys alright? Are you going up?
No.
Why are you on private land?
It's publicly.
What channel are you recording that's for? Not public land, that's private.
Just for my own safety, because.
You're an auditor, you should know that.
What do you mean I'm an auditor?
He's an auditor.
Who's an auditor?
Are you UK auditor by any chance? I know he's not talking to us. Yeah, that's private land, so I'm just asking why you're on private land.
Why am I on private land? Because it's publicly accessible, mate, so I can walk up there. Yeah, but then it's a civil matter, isn't it? So they have to kick me off, don't they? It's not your job to kick me off, is it?
No, I'm just saying why you're on private land.
So, do you know how it works with private land?
Yeah, so if you go on private land, we can take your details because it becomes.
you can take my details. Are you all right?
Yeah, I am right.
Can you identify yourself, please, mate?
I don't need to.
Well, yes, you do.
What? You've approached me.
You've come up board up here. You have to identify yourself. It's in your policy.
Holmes from West Midlands Police.
Yeah.
Colin was on my shoulder.
Yeah.
2929. Is there anything I can help you with today?
Anything you can help me with? Maybe learn civil law a bit better. Maybe would be a great start.
Criminal law.
Yeah, I know. So then, why are you bothered about private land then when it's a civil matter?
So I'm wondering why you're walking down the back of there. It's highly suspicious activity.
Highly suspicious activity, walking on a publicly accessible. If they don't want people walking up there, they need to block it off, don't they?
I'm sure
That's how this works. You know.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, so it's a civil matter. So if they owners are here, they have to kick me out, don't they, and say civil trespass. If I refuse to leave, then it becomes aggravated trespass, which is when you get involved.
That's right, because we obviously had a call that brought us here.
Yeah, do you know what it was? I knew you would turn up because of these lot here.
Okay.
Because these have rang you, haven't they?
I can't tell you who's called.
I know who's called. I can ask for the CAD number as well, can't I?
You can ask for the log number.
Yeah.
You're not involved.
Well, I'm not involved. You turned up for us, though, haven't you?
Yeah, but you don't get the log number. You haven't called us.
No, but I can get the CAD
If you
number.
want to call us, then you can get a log number.
I can get the CAD number off, yeah?
CAD number. What's a CAD number?
It's a log number.
The log number, yeah.
Yeah. I can give you a log number if you want to.
No,
Yeah.
it's not their log number. Though. Someone else's log number. That is unfortunately. You need to give them a log number.
I'm pretty sure you do. You can if I ask for it, but don't worry about it.
The log number is in relation to a different body, so we've been agreeing.
But you've been called for us because these have called you.
Well, we've been not being called specifically for you. We've been given a description.
So why are you here then?
No, you're definitely those people. We were told there was some suspicious activity. People down the side of that building filming into a property.
Nah, we've only just walked out, so you're lying now, look.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you definitely are, because we've literally 1 second walked up there. They would have called you before, we stood around. What we're doing is, we're stood on public land, filming a building, yeah? Private land, that's not your business again. Please, that's not your business.
No, but what you saying? You said you're on public land, but then you just said.
I've walked up there a second ago onto private land, yeah? But again, that's a civil matter. I'm not lying to you, I said you walked up there a second. Oh, wow.
You've got to learn civil law, mate. You've got to know what's private and what's public. Is that how it works?
Yeah, so it's a civil matter. So if they owners are here, they have to kick me out, don't they, and say civil trespass. If I refuse to leave, then it becomes aggravated trespass, which is when you get involved. I know let me talk to you, yeah? Let me talk to you. I'm saying to you, yeah, we've only just gone on that land. By the time I turned around, yous have pulled up, yeah? So you've been called. No, let me finish. I'm talking. Let me finish. You've turned up and been called before we've even gone on that land. So you've just lied on camera like you normally do, the police. You like to just make things up to get your own way. As soon as I pulled up here, you're telling me, because it's private land, I've got to give you my details. You need to go and check on your stuff, mate, because that is not how it works.
Private land and public land is.
Yeah, we were stood here filming here. That's why you've been pulled.
That's fine.
Yeah?
So on the way to this job, I actually defended you and said that you'd done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
That you were filming. And why we come in? Because you've done nothing wrong, you're allowed to film.
Yeah.
Okay? So we've come.
So why have you come then?
Why? Because we've been sent to it.
But
We
why?
don't get to pick what we come to.
But why don't the people that are sending you here use their brains and know the law and go, what are they doing? They're filming.
I can't comment on other people's decisions, can I?
You know what I mean? But it's a bit mad how there's that many.
The second you've gone onto private land, which is what our call was updated to say, okay, that becomes suspicious activity.
So who's called us to go on private land? These or these? Because there's no one in here.
I don't know who's called us.
So even when they've said we're on private land, what's it got to do with them anyway?
Even if I did know who called us, I'm not going to tell you because that's data protection.
Well,
I'm not going to tell you.
fair enough, but I know who's called us. It's Unite.
So if you know who's called us, what are you asking me for?
But the fact wow, because it's just a easy wild guess.
I've defended you.
It's easy for you to say that you defended us, haven't you?
done nothing wrong. We're about to leave because you've done nothing wrong. I put a call back into whoever's called us and done it. All I'm advising you is not to go onto private land because that then becomes civil and it becomes suspicious activity.
Civil, yeah, it's civil, but that's enough. That your opinion on that is irrelevant until it becomes aggravated trespass, my friend.
Okay, so if you've gone onto private land around by a pub that you don't know the history of, that may have had numerous break-ins over the last month, okay, and you start hanging around there, that becomes suspicious activity.
Well, you can be suspicious all you like, because suspicion is just opinion, isn't it? You know.
Suspicion is what we're arresting.
But you didn't come here originally because of us being on private land. Because we literally, I walked up to the end, turned around, and you just pulled up on blue lights instantly. It's on video.
On blue lights.
Well, yes, you did. Didn't they pull up on blue lights?
Yeah,
Here we go. Told ya.
Oh, here we go.
Told ya. Why would a burgle a pub that's going to be open tonight?
I don't know.
You know?
I have no idea.
No, glamorous.
I'm not a criminal. I don't know how criminal minds work.
Well, I don't know. You know, not every police officer's innocent. You might be. Slow.
be, right.
I'm joking. I'm only playing. Can you identify yourself while you're here?
There you go, that's my colour number.
Name and station.
I don't need to.
Why do you not? 3 forms of ID.
I'm a constable in uniform.
Have you forgot something as well?
Oh yeah, good. Remind me then.
Go on then, what have you forgot?
What have I forgot?
What have you forgot? Have you... No, he's not, but what have you forgot?
What have I forgot?
What are you doing that I'm doing right now?
It says it on his camera, so he doesn't have
There you
to
go.
tell
You actually do, at the earliest possible opportunity. You also have to state the time and the date when you start recording. And what's the wording for it on your policy? I was actually reading this earlier.
Policy, mate. It's not law, it's policy.
Policy,
Yeah.
but what? So you don't have to follow your policy as a police Westminster police policy as a police
It's
officer.
the best practice to do it. However,
practice,
we don't have to do it.
What is it?
You know you're being recorded, sir.
And rationale behind recording this.
You know you're being recorded.
Do I know I'm being recorded?
Or his camera, do you know you're being recorded?
I do know now, but that's not my job. He needs to tell me, because I might not know that that's how that works. How do you know that I know that's what works? I know that's how that works, but I could not be me and not know that's worked. So that's why you're meant to say it, and that's why it's in your policy.
I could not be a police officer. You could live in a land of ifs, buts and maybes.
Say the rationale as to why you're recording me. What's the rationale?
Anyway, mate, it's been quite a little nice little battle with you. You were quite nice. But in the future, that is a civil matter until I refuse to leave when the owner tells me to leave.
But it's sus activity.
It's
Just bear that in mind. It is always going to be sus activity.
but the sus you turned up because of there, not this. You're already on your way. There is no way I walked on there within 1 second you're here. It's impossible.
What is that building?
That building is Unite, and it's got a Labour building, a Labour office in there. It was in the MP's Labour, so I wanted to film it, especially with what's going
You've got
on.
a guy that's concealing his identity.
Is that a crime to conceal your
Say
identity?
it was a crime. Don't focus on what's a crime, okay? When you've got a guy who's concealing his identity, video things, normal members of the public get a bit upset.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, he does, because he gets discriminated a lot because he's obviously, as you can tell, he's of a certain colour and creed, and he gets at police stations. I go police station and get left alone. Not the same for him. Wonder why that is.
Yeah, the current climate is it's gonna rain now. So
You know, at the end of the day, they phone up saying there's people outside taking pictures. I know you're saying, that you've said, no, we shouldn't be going there. But we want to get it to the point one day where the person, when they ring them, goes, go away, they're only filming, leave them alone, it's lawful.
And then it will stop you not doing it.
I don't feel like we're ever going to stop it, because the problem with the police is there's a lot of ego with
But
you
we won't
guys.
turn up, so why would you do it?
That's what we want to get to eventually, isn't it? Someone that I follow and watch is called Focus Pocus from up north, yeah? Now, he's been a photographer for 40 years, right? And he said this has been constantly going on for 40 years. And the shocking thing is we've had cameras for such a long time now, and it still happens. We still get called out for people on a public property.
To make good money out of it.
Make good money, not really at the minute, because I've only just started, I've only been going 4 months. You know, but I'm up to 5,000 subs already. Birmingham's a good one.
Is it?
Yeah, the protesters don't like us.
I think, there's something about Coventry.
Well, I've got
Coventry ain't the place.
I've been detained and put in handcuffs in Coventry, don't you? Yeah, by PC Brown, do you know him? Yeah, the one who trains all your cadets, weirdly. Yeah. So after he put me in detained in cuffs and was an absolute idiot, not being horrible to him, but he did make big mistakes there. And then I found a picture of him training the cadets, and I thought, bloody hell, there's some hope, isn't there? But anyway, officers, been a pleasure. Just remember in future civil, it's only criminal, yeah? Once they...
activity, mate.
Suspicion. The suspicion didn't come from here. This is what I'm saying. You've been called from here. I walked to the end, looked in the window, turned around, and you were here. That is probably what, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, and you were here. So you're saying suspicion from us being out here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Suspicion from being here filming that building, which is not suspicious because it's a legal activity. What it is they've seen a Asian man with a mask on, so they've come out.
No, it was after I spoke English.
But anyway, apart from that, you've been having a lovely day.
After
I don't know what. I don't know what.
Now you know you're not marming orders because it's obvious.
Well, there is some mad rationale, but it's. I knew you to turn up today because of what it is.
And by the way,
you know.
I think that's why you came here, because you knew we'd turn up.
I just wanted to see how long it takes you to wrap. But when people get crimes that happen, you just don't turn up. Compared to when you come to the Labour building, they turn up. This is a place of public interest, 100%. Unite the Union.
It don't interest me.
Doesn't interest you, but it interests a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying?
So why are you attending for a civil matter then?
It doesn't matter because it's all on camera anyway.
I get here at 4:20.
Yeah.
Okay. And at 17 minutes past 4, they said you went on the side.
Yeah, exactly. So
17 minutes past 4, they're next door.
Yeah,
to the
no,
side passage. I was walking down the side. So you lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
Well, they've lied to me.
We walked to the end, turned
You told
around.
me you didn't walk down there till 1 minute before I got here.
30 seconds before you got here. I got to the end, turned around, and you just boom, boom.
I'd already been round back and then realised it was one way and had to go round the other way.
There is no way. You were already on your way here before we walked up there. 100%. 1000%.
Now I feel alarmed and distressed.
But are you satisfied, are you guys?
I feel alarmed and distressed.
Satisfied, yeah? And enjoy watching yourself on YouTube, yeah?
Absolutely fine.
Do you know what? You'll probably... Oh, I'm not going to give you that. But you know his channel. You'll find me through his channel. Do you know what?
I'm going to get big if you don't let me watch myself on
All right. DP audits.
DP audits.
Is he DP audits? Okay, so you've got UK. That's all right.
Do you know who I am, yeah?
DP.
I was trying to work it out. I worked his out yesterday. DP audits.
By the way,
You ain't seen my vids,
How
have
many
you?
subscribers have you got?
5,000.
I do watch them sometimes.
No,
I'm not gonna lie.
we need
I
to-
do watch your videos.
I watch the
sometimes.
shorts.
It's educational.
Yeah.
DP, we need to get this clear. Apparently we were running to the window and filmed. Did we run to the window?
No, I went up and filmed the thingy. I looked at the
that
Labour.
was him afterwards.
No, I didn't run up.
Yeah, but he was just winding you up a little bit, you know.
So he's
I will say though, I like his smile. He's quite happy on this
You know
one.
what? You wound them all, and they're
No,
telling me.
I didn't want to try to wind you up, to be honest. I was just filming the police.
I don't get the reactions at the police stations like him.
No, they were reacting. They're saying that.
He's from yes.
What I had was 3 women saying we're scared to go home. I said, look, I'll have a chat with them. I did explain the auditors, but they said we're not used to this. And I said it's unusual behaviour. So look, I'll explain to them that don't go on the private aspect of the land, stay on the public aspect. They will record you. I'll go back and reiterate that. But at the time, they said we feel like scared to go home. After
They're lucky because I was going to go in there and GDPR her because she took a photo of me.
You've got a mask on as well, so
Yeah.
I didn't have a mask on originally though. I don't really like to wear
I
it.
didn't see you with a mask. But you've had a mask on, standing there like filming them. It looks it's a bit strange.
My face is already out there, but he wants to hide his identity, which is fair enough, isn't it?
It's very, very, very
It's his
strange.
choice.
Does that make sense?
Right, okay, gentlemen. We're going to go now. Yeah.
Okay.
You look after yourselves, yeah?
You know, in your policy, you also meant to inform me that you're turning it off as well. I was reading it this morning, my friend.
It's the best practice.
And it's the best-
It's not the law.
It's not law, but best practice is you should do it, shouldn't you? It's good for you to do your best practice. That's why they're put in place. You know how many? Do you know the people that make these policies spend so much time making these policies? Yeah. So to not abide by their policies is a bit disrespectful for them. Do you not think? Think about it like that.
I don't think really.
You don't think? That's the problem with half of you coppers. You just don't think.
I don't think really. It's just the best practice. So yeah.
Yeah.
I
Fair
can't do
enough,
it. Don't
fair
have to do it. I don't
Fair
want
enough.
to.
But yeah, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Okay. You look after yourself, yeah.
But remember, civil, yeah. Aggravated trespass, criminal, yeah. Sus activity. All right, cool,
Oh, yeah.
cool. We'll let the people in the comment section discuss that. Anyway.
Suspicious activity is not a crime, by the way.
I mean, do you want to say like and subscribe? I'm trying to get a police officer to say that.
Yeah, come on. Come on, it'd be great, it'd be great.
Anyway, officers. Well, sorry, I keep getting in trouble for calling these officers constables.
Constables, yeah.
I don't know why people moan about that. I don't know.
I'm not pressuring.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
I wonder if he knows DP audits. Does he know you?
No, he don't know me. No.
Oh,
I think the. I told him.
yeah. I wonder if he knows who I am.
Call the police station already know who I am. Anyway.
Yeah. They know who I am.
No, I got detained and.
You gave him all your details.
Did I have?
You didn't give him any details.
No, but obviously I've got a solicitor, so they probably got the information through that.
Yeah.
You know.
At least they're not.
Shout out HNK.
At least they're not that worried about me looking for police cars. I'm just seeing if there's any documents left out.
Yeah, of course you want to look at police. Do you know what? Do you know what it is though with the police? You know why it works well on YouTube? Because people just want to see you in action, mate. Because look at otherwise programs like your Channel 5 programs wouldn't work, would they? Except what we do is instead of you getting to manipulate it and just show the good bits, we get to show all the real side.
Oh, people want us to slip up. Same with like politicians, same with anyone. They want to watch people slip up.
Not slip. To be honest with you, mate, when you watch the channel, right? I have put good interactions with police on there. I'm not that one who's just going to put bad interactions on there. Had one over in Brierley Hill the other week and he was so transparent, it was brilliant. And over in West Brom as well. Because in fact, the West Brom one, the reason I went to West Brom is because the woman threatened to take, because he just silent audits, they'll just stand there and then it's up to you what you're going to do. And the woman threatened to tase with him within about 2 minutes. So I went there to support him. But then we had a great conversation with him, posted it online. I'm not afraid to post the good ones, you know. It's good to highlight you when you're doing a good job as well. I know some do just highlight you as being bad, which I think is not right. I feel like if there's a good side of it as well, you've got to highlight both sides, you know what I mean? Which is good.
It's a favour anyway during the riots.
Why?
Because you lot were audited during the riots, captured loads of CCTV and you put loads of people in prison for it.
Yeah, but the government's going to get a bit on the arse on that down the line.
You already are.
Because at the end of the day, I think there's solicitors around the country licking their lips thinking, oh, there's going to be some claims down the line. I know why the government have done it, because they want to get it dealt with now, but it doesn't mean that it won't come and bite them back on the arse in the future. That lady who deleted the tweet in the morning got 15 months. Joke. Come on, man. You know, and they're just doing, they're avoiding the...
It's down to the court, innit? Sentencing.
I know it is, yeah, I know it is, but, you know, they could use a bit more sensibility. Gone in there to reassure them.
Yeah, reassure them after I supposedly harassed them. Wow. I'm harassing them.
Yeah, they said we were harassing them, but we stood there, we filmed it for about 30 seconds a minute,
exactly.
and I just stood here.
And then she took a picture of us, so we just got that on camera. She took a picture of us, which could be engaging.
I know, I could have been even more of a prick, to be honest. I got in there going, make sure you don't delete that, because I'm going to subject actors request you for that, because she's in a working capacity, whereas we are not.
Now that's going to be breaking the law if she deletes it.
But we're not going to do that to them, because we're not cruel.
Your colleague, to be fair, is being a bit snarky. And by the way, yesterday, when I was there, he only found out later once I did speak English. You'll see that on the video if you watch. People will see.
Anyway, another question. You ever used your taser?
Have I?
Yeah.
What, like deployed it?
Have to deploy it, yeah. Good. Good with you're good with your mouth then, yeah. Calming situations down. Yeah, good. Never been part of any disciplinary proceedings then, no? No, you haven't, no? Good. That's good. That's what we like to hear.
I like to hear.
Yeah.
If I was, definitely would tell you to.
Yeah, no, I don't even know why I asked that question. But yeah.
Oh, good, yeah.
Been a nice conversation with you, nice little battle and that. Yeah, you were alright, yeah.
He hasn't been too bad.
I reckon he can throw hands this one, he looks a bit like, bit rough, doesn't it?
Yeah, he has not been too bad.
I think got out of the car, that shows how much
yeah. Good on you,
Well, at least you're out of the station, and like a lot. Because we were in, believe it or not, we were over in Digbeth, me and my mate BBA, Bear Brit. The video that we did outside Digbeth police station's on 350,000 views. The reason being, there was an Afghan man stood outside, pissed up in the street, shouting at women and children for about half an hour by the time we'd been there. And when I asked the police to go and move him on, do you know what they said to me, believe it or not? We know about him, leave him, he's always out there doing it. But they'll try and pull section 5s and auditors and stuff like that all the time. But when that situation there is literally why the law is in place with Section 5, and they didn't deal with it. They said he's always out there shouting at women and children in the street, and then they started having a go at us for filming. It's crazy, isn't it?
So what you want? You're on YouTube or TikTok?
YouTube. I don't like TikTok. I have got a TikTok, but it's in...
TikTok app you like just blow up.
Yeah, but with TikTok, man, you know, if you're a girl who's lip syncing on TikTok, you get loads of views. Yeah, it's daft, man, it's daft. But anyway, it's been a pleasure. Now I'll shake your hand.
See you later.
See you later, buddy.
Yeah. So I thought you were going to do the same.
Are you ready?
Yesterday I'd entertain you. I saw you today. I think it took me about 10 seconds to realise it.
My hand.
You know what? Look, your sunglasses are too obvious for me.
Oh no!
You believe it or not, some of you just get so flustered you don't notice it. It's
No,
weird.
it's the first thing I saw yesterday. That's what I thought. I'll go through all the usual emotions, and I told you.
I will say, I rate your beard, bro.
Oh, it's messy now, mate. But
Yeah, right.
It's
But-
better when I've done it properly.
Have a good evening. Good evening. Sorry, when Arsenal fan told you Emery, but have a good day.
Try and stay off the private land because you're going to call us again if you end up on there. Okay, they have asked to ask you.
Mate, if I want to walk up now and the owner kicks me off, I'll get off in it.
On the front side of that, I think that's more to do with glamorous anyway. This side, I think, but that's more like on the front of that. I think.
Would it be classed as public because it's Labour though? Do you know what I mean?
So, mate, but they have said that they feel harassed and distressed at your behaviour.
That we're filming.
It's women saying we feel scared to leave after work. And I said to your colleague,
We'll leave for respect of them, yeah.
because you know in this current climate, obviously if you're female.
Oh, please don't do the current climate ring, man. I hate that sentence,
Listen, I've got
man.
women in my family, and
I know, but the
understand
current...
that
I get it, they're worried we're going to leave, but the current climate... Stop saying that, police officers.
It's just
Please,
subjective, isn't it, man?
please stop saying that current climate nonsense.
For women, it's not safe.
You've said current climate for the past 40 years, every single time.
you know,
Go and watch all the audit
always the
videos, it's the
current
most
climate,
common...
isn't it?
Yes,
But it's always the
no, you know
current
what
but the current climate's always bad.
No, you know what it is with the
today's
current,
current climate.
you know what the current climate thing. I think, in my opinion, why people may not like it is because it's just subjective. It really is subjective. It comes down to subjectivity, that how people feel. Some people feel okay. Some people feel
They feel
harassed.
harassed along.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
stressed by it,
subjectivity.
feel scared by it.
It's
So
subjectivity.
I've got to relay that.
No, I understand. I understand where you're coming
You know, if
from, but
there's
it's
women in my family that said they were in fear, I respect that.
Yeah, we're leaving.
Thank you,
We're
thank you guys. Have a nice day.
But have a good day. See you later. See, they loved that. They enjoyed that, man.
They did.
Anyway, guys, so that was quick. Labour building, some shock horror, won't turn up for crime. You know what I mean? Tamworth video, go check mine out what she said, you know. Followed by 3 men into the Crassel grounds. A young girl, all they did was gave a crime number. Labour and Unite call them. Boom, there in an instance. As you seen, he was lying. You know, we walked up that alleyway, turned around, and they were straight there. Yeah? So, nonsense that they've called us because we've gone up that entryway. Absolute nonsense. But, UK Auditor, go over and like and subscribe to him, people. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry if I've been loud. Sorry if I was a bit of a ballon then. But yeah.
Yeah, apologies for my behaviour as well.
See you in a bit, guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.